YouTubers, coming back at you with another knife video, looking at the new, from Wii, 703. This is the E. Comes in the same kind of packaging all the Wii knives do, which is nice. Has the tool, whole 9 yards, so nothing different there. So this is one of Wii's budget models, and I was recently at Blade HQ, and I held, not this one, it's the one that has the harpoon. I don't know the number, there's so many of them. The Wii 7.0. I don't even remember. I don't know why I tried to say that. Anyway, I was down at Blade HQ, and this is one of their budget models with the G10. And I was like, you know what, those are nice. You know, I handled it, flipped it. It's a really good. They're really nice for the money. So let's go ahead and go over the basic specs real quick. Your overall length on this is 8.5 inches with a blade length of. They're calling it 4. I think it's more like 3.75, but I'm calling it 4-inch blade. 0.15 thick in the blade, made of D2 steel. You have a drop point blade on this one. You have a hollow grind with a two-tone finish with the satin flats and the black wash on the grind and everything. You have a handle length of 4.75 inches. Handle thickness is 0.57, so it's just a hair over ½ inch. It's a little thicker than I like usually. And it weighs in 4.96 ounces, so it is under 5 ounces for a pretty good sized knife. So, like I said, they have a harpoon blade shape. They came out with a Warncliffe recently in this budget line, and this one has the drop point. This is the one I liked the best. I like that black wash type finish with the satin flats. I thought that was really attractive. The G10 on these is really nice, guys. This is not just your typical, like, here's a Spyderco, right? The Manix 2. And it's just, you know, that typical kind of just generic G10. The Wii has a really nice contoured, like a 3D contoured G10. It's very, very nice. Much nicer, I think, than that Spyderco we just looked at. Also has titanium hardware. You have a titanium clip, backspacer, screws, pivot, whole 9 yards. They use the same hardware they use on all their knives, and with that little star proprietary screw, but they do give you the screw to disassemble. So it is a liner lock, and it's on bearings, and you can see there that it's a really good flipper. Really good, actually. The liner is no stick. I believe it's stainless. It is stainless steel liners, and it's not terribly thick, not terribly thin. It has some good jimping right here, and the flipping action is just freaking fantastic. I mean, it flies out of there. And that's a pretty good sized blade that it's, you know, got out there. So it's got great action on the box. So these are $100 right now at Blade HQ, and I think that's a steal for really nice contour G10, titanium hardware, nice, really nice flipping action. You get almost a 4-inch blade and D2 steel, and you're looking at 100 bones. I mean, I feel like that's a great value. So I really like Wii. I think they bring out some really nice quality stuff. Here's the 618 for a size comparison. It's actually a little bit smaller than this 703. Manix 2. Spyderco, very common knife, literally about the same size as the Manix. Let's do the 801. I think it's about the same size as that. Yep. Very similar to the handle to the 801. And then the Sly's Bowie is going to be a titch smaller, but not much. So, good sized knife, not too big, not too small. I would like to see Wii make some smaller models. All their knives seem to be huge for some reason. Not huge, but just big knives for some reason. So, but you know, first impressions are really good on this. It has a nice ergonomics. It's got a pretty good size handle. You're almost a 5-inch handle there, 4.75. Very comfortable in this grip as well as the reverse grip. And you can kind of choke up on this knife and get really in there because of the flipper guard. And there's got a nice finger choil right here, so you can really get in there. But normal grip, you just kind of hold it like so. A little bit of jimping up here. It's not terribly aggressive, but it works. Then you have some jimping on the back spacer. So these, man, Wii's really killing it. They're putting out so many models this year. But these budget models are awesome. If you're in the market, want to try out Wii, I would recommend getting one of these budget models because you'll kind of get a feel for their action. Their fit and finish is really good. You basically just have these two G10 scales with the liner on this side, no liner on this side. It's just G10, so that keeps the weight down a little bit. And just amazing flipping action. One thing I really like they do is their blades are pretty sterile. You don't see a lot of, you know, stuff all over the blades telling you what company it is, what steel it is, what the model number is. You can barely see the D2 sign right there, and you can see it, I believe, when it's closed. Maybe not on this model. That was another Wii model I had. But D2 steel, great flipping action, nice big blade. Really like that black wash two-tone finish. Some nice little, call them fullers right here. Really good looking blade. This is my favorite of the budget models that they brought out just recently. And I like I said, definitely recommend if you're in the market, you know, you got about $100 to spend on a knife and you want to try out Wii's brand, this is a great place to start. You know, then you get up into the 300. These are like 250 right now, but they were 300 range with the titanium and the M390 steel and, you know, nicer steel. You know, try it out on that level, see if you like their fit and finish, you like their action, you like the knife, and then, you know, you can always spend a little bit more money. So, great little budget model, 100 bones, guys. Really good deal. I think it's one of the better deals out there for a budget knife. I mean, 100 bucks gets you a lot in this knife. So, I have no problem with D2 steel. It's fine. It's been around forever. It's not like it's some, you know, groundbreaking steel, but for $100, you're hard pressed to find better steel. I'm thinking off the top of my head. I mean, the Spyderco Paramilitary 2 is S30, and that's going to be about 115, 120 bucks. Similar size, it's a little bit more money, but you know, as far as flippers go, you're going to be hard pressed to find one in this price range with this kind of materials and fit and finish, and you know, it's just a great deal. So I like it. The pocket clip is titanium and it's not too stiff. It has a nice little bit of spring to it, as you can see there, so it's going to go on the pants. It's definitely going to hold it nicely. I've got some thicker jeans on today, and yeah, it works great in the pocket. Not hard to get on and off, but it retains well. So the pocket clip is well designed. It's not terribly thick. I mean, let's see it next to the Manix 2, and it's about the same as the Manix 2 as far as thickness is concerned. How about the 801? Yeah, about the same. So very similar sized and dimensions to many common knives. So if you don't like a little bit bigger knife and you got $100 to spend, guys, the Wii 60, well, I already forgot the number, 703. So many numbers. The Wii 703, this is the F model. They have a bunch of different models of different colors. They have a tan G10, they have a, I want to say green G10, and then the black, and you have different finishes. It's just, they have some of there's the satin blade, some with the DLC, or the black wash style finish, you know, the two-tone. So you got lots of options. Very cool blade, I think. I really dig it. It's, I think, again, I've said it like 4 or 5 times, for the money, you're getting a really good action, you're getting a nice knife with good materials, and you're paying $100. It's got a lot of value, so good value folder right there at the $100 mark. I definitely recommend picking one up from Blade HQ. I saw them at some other retailers, and they were a little bit more. They're like $118, but I think Blade HQ and I saw them at GP Knives. They were both $100, and I got a free hat with mine, which I didn't bring in here to do in the video. But anyway, guys, that's my first unboxing and first impressions of the Wii 703. Any questions or comments on this video, leave them down below, and we will see you. And let me actually talk real quick, well, I've got a few minutes here, about YouTube and their new algorithms and the problems it's kind of creating for content creators. So if you're not, check that little bell by the channel so you can get notified when you get new videos. And I really appreciate the likes. The comments are greatly appreciated. That's how they're kind of tracking a lot of video views now, is by comments. So love to hear your comments, share, and all the above. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. We'll see you on the next video.